and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Sohan in at the 5. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low. And it's the Suns to start out. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Back to Paul. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now here's Booker. High, arcing shot, and it's good for 2.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Pass to Castle. They set the screen. Back to Paul. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Castle. He's covered by Beal. Just 3 to shoot. And the basket by Castle.
Well, this guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense.
Here's Richards. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Beal from long range. Rebound by Sohan. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York. Booker against Paul. Back to Sohan. Barnes finds Vassell. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Sohan. And he misses his first shot of the game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Suns. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, the Spurs, a couple spots below.
And seeing where the Suns are, the one thing we know for sure is they've got some changes to make if they hope to have any chance at the postseason next year.
And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is O'Neal. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And the basket by Castle.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Beal. His last outing, 16 points for him. O'Neal misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Pass to Castle. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
No good on the free throw. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Good on the second free throw. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker, the past month has been surreal. Averaging 25 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Booker draws the double. Knocks it loose. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Barnes outside. Paul looking over the floor. From 10 feet out, Barnes can't get it to go. Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Richards passes to Beal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Paul. Rebound by the Suns. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Now here's Barnes. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Done outside. Pass to Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Free throw, good, Booker. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Both free throws good from Booker. Endorse one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
O'Neal a screen on Paul. Inside. And finished off by O'Neal.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Second is Harrison Barnes, and, of course, Royce O'Neal.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
You know, and that causes all sorts of matchup problems for an opponent. Just the threat of one of them getting hot from three-point range affects the defensive game plan.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, he had 8 points. Vassell against Dalla. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Beal. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Now here's Booker. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Number 21, Tyus Jones.
Phoenix on defense. Now here's Vassell. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Here's Beal. San Antonio with the rebound. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Beal. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 5.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Castle. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Sohan, guarded by O'Neal. Sohan, the pass to Paul. 6 to shoot. Here's Manu Kelishvili. Off target from outside.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Outside, Jones. Pass to O'Neal. And here is Beal. O'Neal finds Jones. Dunn sets a screen for Jones. Good on the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Zohan, the pass to Vassell. Over Dunn, and the basket by Vassell.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Outside, Beal. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by the Spurs.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Castle. They set the pick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Phoenix. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Bol comes in for O'Neal, and Allen subbed in for Dunn. Good on both. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Beal with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Bol. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Jones looking for an opening. Bol. That shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson outside. Over Bol. Johnson's shot is off. And it's Phoenix's ball. Bol kicks to Jones. Pass to Plumlee. Outside, Beal. The rebound by Johnson. Beal's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Here's Castle. Amu Kalashvili passes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Castle's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Bull out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
That's just tremendous concentration by Devin Booker. He takes the contact, doesn't let it bother him. Now he'll get an N1 opportunity.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for San Antonio. Free throw good, Booker. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Clock at 6. McLaughlin, the pass to Johnson, and Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Free throw, good, Allen. The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Spurs trail by 7, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. They saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. That one is off. San Antonio making a switch here. Duke's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside, Jones. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, that's a cagey move right there. Tyus Jones showing no fear.
Here's Duke, defended by Jones. Goal against Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bull can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Champagny. Nothing on the board. Barnes passes to Duke. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's Johnson. And that one is off. Plumlee with some nice D. Pass to Allen. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Booker looking around. Booker draws the double. Jones, no one around him. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Lets it go from 14. Phoenix no good that time either. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Duke. Barnes outside. Pass to Duke. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Booker dishes to Allen. From outside the arc, Plumlee with it. Now here's Allen. This one for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
So for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee, and it's done in for Bol. Wesley against Jones. Wesley the pass to Bassi. Now Wesley. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Into the lineup for the Spurs. Somehow, WNBA.
Two on the clock. Baseline jumper, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Johnson.
Going old school on him, Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Back to Booker. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got his 4th rebound in this one. Zohan, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Shot by Champagny, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Richards finds Allen. Buries it down low. Allen's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Pass to Sohan. Allen against Johnson. Back to Sohan. Overdone. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Dunn. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker's so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
The Suns hitting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. So for the Suns, O'Neal comes in for Grayson Allen. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. Free throw, no good for Dunn. Spurs trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Driving inside. Here's Richards, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Richards got his first points of the game. Here's Champagny. Still yet to score. Indoors when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal. What do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
The first free throw is good.
You watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era, has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Paul comes in for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. And so here's Phoenix. 6-point game. Booker with a deep three. Rebound San Antonio.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
You know, a bit undersized, but Vassell using it to his advantage to get around defenders.
And that one falls for Vassell. Vassell hits them both. Suns leading by 4. Booker dishes to Plumlee. O'Neal kicks to Beal. And here's Booker. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Back to Vassell. Paul outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Suns have gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. Here's Booker. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. Pass to Sohan. There's a good screen. And he drives in. Another shot. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell against Dunn. Clock at 6. The tray. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Vassell's got 9 points.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Allen outside. Back to Beal. Fires the 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Dunn left side. Pass to Plumlee. Over Paul. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist from Dunn. Plumlee's got his first points in this one. Paul passes to Barnes. Vassell outside. The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out. Phoenix leading by 6. Now, here's Dunn. He's got 5. Allen outside. From deep three-point land. Here's Plumlee, and finished off by Plumlee.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Barnes outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Suns shooting straight 49% from the field. Outside Beal. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Over Castle, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Castle. Sohan with the screen. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 13.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
O'Neal outside. Beal with it. And now by Barnes. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 8. Paul with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Barnes finds Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Beal. O'Neal outside. Allen for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allen's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Here's Castle. He's covered by Beal. Back to Barnes. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Allen with it. Chris Paul covering. And he gets it to go. He's got 12. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Castle. Allen against Paul. Here's Castle. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. It's good. Beal's got 11 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to score, continue to build your lead.
And so we wrap up the first half. Suns lead by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You take a look at the Spurs, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Suns.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
On the floor for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Sohan in at the 5 spot. Takes a 3. Vassell, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots the 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
SUNS foul. Done. First personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix on defense. Hall. O'Neal with the rebound. Down against Vassell. Done outside. Booker draws the double. From downtown. That's good from Dunn on the assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he was something else. Hey, thank you. Spurs trail by 15. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Back to Sohan. Pass to Castle. Barnes looking around. 5 on the clock. Down low. In the corner. Sohan with it. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Booker's got 19 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Booker the pass to Richards. Knocked loose. Pass to Dunn. Now Richard. And here is O'Neal. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Spurs trail by 16. Beal on the double team. Vassell outside. Over in the corner, Paul. Nobody near Barnes. The 3-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Booker finds Richards. Beal, that's for 2. Rebound, San Antonio. Sohan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Paul. It's Vassell on the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Yep, that one goes in there. Sohan's got his second basket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Beal on the wing. He's got 11. Sinks that one from the post. Beal's got 13.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Loudest section in the arena gets free t-shirts.
And here we can check out the score for Devin Booker.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Here's Paul. Pass to Castle. Back to Paul. Vassell outside. Overdone. Vassell, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Barnes outside. Vassell outside. Barnes against O'Neal. Castle misses. Suns leading by 18. It's Beal on the wing. Defended by Sohan. Barnes passes to Sohan. At the elbow, Paul. Barnes outside. Up top, Vassell. Back to Barnes. Shoots over Richards. Kept alive. Out left to the wing. Vassell, the pass to Barnes. Hands it from downtown.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Spurs trail by 18. Paul outside. Back to Vassell. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Allen outside. Pass to O'Neal. Booker outside. Booker draws the double. Here's Richards. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Donnie's checked in for Royce O'Neal. That's good from Richards. Now Paul. Barnes outside. Pass to Champagny. Barnes against Allen. Barnes left side. Over Allen. Barnes with another miss.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Spurs trail by 19. Zohan, the pass to Paul. To the middle. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Champagny. Spurs working the ball around now. Zohan with the ball. Beyond the arc. Done with some nice D.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Substitution. Number 0, Keldon Johnson.
Booker at the elbow. Back to Allen. All alone. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 8th assist here tonight. Paul outside. Crafty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Suns in second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And he knocks down the first one. And Phoenix making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Suns lead by 19. Booker the pass to Plumlee. Outside Beal. Now here's Dunn. To the paint. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Jacks up a 3. Dunn misses. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Paul. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Phoenix. Spurs also with the sub. Bassey's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. Allen kicks to Beal. Banked in off the glass. Beal's got 15.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Johnson outside. The 3. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right. He can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Dunn looking over the floor. Back to Jones. Dunn outside. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 19. Here's Champagny. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Bassey. Now Johnson. Plumlee with some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
San Antonio with the ball. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Here's Bassett. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Is there anybody better than Chris Paul at putting the ball on time and on target?
And Beal kicks to Jones. It's Allen, top of the key. Here's Beal, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beal's got 17.
Well, you see how crafty Bradley Beal is. The athleticism helps in the paint. That's nicely done.
Plumlee with the steal. Allen with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Beal, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
The Suns making a switch here. Bulls checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Wesley's checked in, and both free throws good for Beal.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Jones against Wesley. Kelishvili sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Jones against Wesley. Jones the pass to Bull. Back to Jones. And the shot goes in. And the Suns lead by 20.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jones against Wesley. Pass to Bassie. Here's Champagnie. Plumlee with some nice D. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Beal. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From past the arc. And no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Plumlee out there with Bull. And it's Jones in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Good. Jones has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Johnson to the left side wing. And it's Kelishvili missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Allen kicks to Jones. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. It's Jones on the way. Covered by Wesley. Jones, no luck. Spurs shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Champagnie passes to Wesley. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
And that one misses. Suns leading by 20. It's Allen on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Puts the move on. Rebound San Antonio. Massey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Baseline try. Johnson can't hit. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And he converts the layup. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Wesley against Jones. Pass to Champagnie. And here is Johnson. Driving the lane. And yes, it's good.
Big body is what they call him. But man, does Johnson have a quick first step.
Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Bowles setting the pick for Booker. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 22 points.
Challenging this team with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
It's Wesley on the wing, defended by Jones. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And here's Booker. Plumlee dishes to Jones. Floats one. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wesley the pass to Champagnie. Now Wesley, defended by Booker. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Outside, Jones. And the Suns get it back. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. And they pick up 2. And the Suns lead by 21.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Johnson against Allen. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Out to the right wing. Unloads. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Booker outside. Plumlee with it. Now here's Jones. Booker up top. From the stripe. The rebound by Champagnie. Spurs trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Bassett. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Booker finds Bull. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We've heard some players' doors propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
And like his father, Manute, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Grayson Allen. And Beal subbed in for Jones. He hits the second from the line. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Sohan, defended by Richards. And the basket is good. Castle's got 20 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Bull kicks to Beal. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There are certain players who you just say they are natural-born scorers. Mr. Bradley Beal, how you feeling?
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Bull. Throw good, Beal. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Castle. And the Suns miss again.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
And here are the Suns now. Booker the pass to Richards. There's Beal with the 3. This ball grabs the miss.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Vassell finds Paul. Pass to Castle. From outside, off the mark. Suns lead by 20. Outside, Beal. Back to Jones. Trains the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Vassell outside. Back to Paul. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. And here's Barnes for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness? as well, and what it means for a player.
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And so Sohan nails both of them. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Richards. Now here's Beal. Count the basket. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Bradley Beal works so hard to find the opportunities on the offensive end. He knows he's responsible to carry the load.
Back the ball. Here's Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Pass to Castle. Back the ball. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. The three from Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half. Done outside. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. Over Booker. Paul can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 22. O'Neal on the wing. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 9 assists now tonight. Down against Vassell. Down low. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Richards passes to Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that one.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
First free throw is good. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Devin Booker has prided himself on talking to all the game's greats because he believes his talent is worthy of that. This guy, an all-around threat who's so dangerous with the ball.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
The shot's good. Booker's got 29 in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Devin Booker.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Pass to Castle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
A steal. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For